Hey guys, welcome back. It's Maverick here with another episode of Yuukoku no Moriarty. So, last episode, we finally got an antagonist that is worth his salt, right? And it seems that the Moriartys are encountering some problems. Of course, not enough to actually make it into a critical situation or whatnot, but it's definitely making things interesting, right? And so, I presume that these upcoming arcs will continue on with this storyline, trying to find a way to... I guess it would be mostly like proxy battles. I don't expect them to just go up directly against each other. It's probably going to be through some other cases and whatnot. And who knows? Maybe Sherlock will be involved as well? I don't know, right? So let's just get into the episode and find out. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Alright. Dun, dun, dun. Crime lord brutally murders Mr. White. Oh, this is Sherlock. Yeah. A client. Okay. I have the exact same face as Sherlock right now. But yeah, I think it was inevitable that, especially to Sherlock, right? This Lord of Crime is one of his biggest rivals right now, at least to him. And the fact that, hey, now that something is being... The Lord of Crime is out there and actually killing prominent political figures, that's gotta interest him. And he's gotta wonder, like, does this fall in line with what the Lord of Crime has been doing up to this point, or what, right? Because I feel like Sherlock at this moment in time does feel that the Lord of Crime, he's a criminal, don't get me wrong, but he operates under his own principles, right? So I feel like, the assassination of Whiteley doesn't really fit into the MO of the Lord of Crime. So, Sherlock's smart. So I would expect him to think either there might be more to it, right? Like maybe it's somebody else trying to tarnish the name of the Lord of Crime, or perhaps that Whiteley is engaging in some more unsightly manners and whatnot. And especially since they are going with the sort of Nolan interpretation of Two-Face. I would expect Sherlock to actually discover the truth. But, hold that thought. Let's see if this actually has any relation with that. Hmm. Oh, he doesn't know. Six pearls. Right, so 6 years, 6 pearls. Posted to India. Does this have... Huh. Does this have to do with like someone working under the Moriartys? And then the other matter is, of course, John and Mary, right? Although, again, I don't quite... I'm not that familiar with, like, the love interest of Watson and whatnot. But I can't help but feel that, you know, her being called Mary and Watson being called John, there's a certain, okay, there is a certain, how can I put this? Well, basically what I'm saying is that they sound more like aliases, right? John Doe, Mary Jane, you know, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. No, I've no doubt that this is going to be, all related somehow, because the main character of this story is not Sherlock, but the Moriartys, right? Dead. Sherlock now is... He really lacks any tact at all. You killed him? Oh. But what does that have to do? What the hell is going on here? I actually can't quite tell where this is going at all. But obviously Mary is very sus. Oh, is he gonna search for the treasure? I think Mary wants to see though. But of course Sherlock wants her to say it herself. There we go. True. Well, for that, and also, Sherlock just loves solving mysteries. I mean, I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but Sherlock was actually smiling when he saw the body. Because to him, that's where things get interesting, right? But how does that make... And? Oh, okay. I was like, what? How are you exactly going to do it? Are you gonna sniff around? Well, I guess they are gonna sniff around. Hmm. Obviously, I don't believe that Mary is just there because she wants to keep the treasure to herself. But no, we'll have to see, right? Okay. So they did involve the police. Good, good. Oh, it's a police boat, eh? Oh, and there's other police on there as well. Huh. Alright. At least that makes... Huh. Does Sherlock intend to sink the treasure? Oof. Is he gonna throw the treasure overboard or something? Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming they still eventually ran him down and arrested him, eh? Hmm. Oh, the king of blackmail? what does he have to do? Like, what skin does he have with Watson and Holmes and whatnot? What? What? Okay. See you guys after this, I guess. Well, alright guys, so with that ending there, we do see the big connection with the main storyline here. Obviously, it's not just a one-off, it has to do with moving the story forward and bringing Sherlock a little bit closer to what the Moriartys are doing here, right? Now, why is that exactly? I don't know. So, I actually went back and took a look at what this story is based on, and apparently it is an actual story from the original Sherlock Holmes universe, right? And I'm saying this as, I believe the short novel name is The Sign of Four, which is basically the entire story that they adapted in this one single episode here. So obviously things went quite quickly, but more or less the events happened as was portrayed here, right? So Mary does... Now, the big difference, of course, is that at the end of the story, Mary does get together with John, they marry, and so on and so forth, right? But whereas here, the ending is a little bit different, where it turns out that she is being blackmailed by Milverton. Now, as to why that's the case, who knows, right? Who knows? But, you know, it just goes to show that they are still following some of the stories from the main series, which, of course, they have been doing before. It's just that they're also intermixing it with a lot of other stuff as well, right? And once again, I apologize that I did not recognize this, but honestly, I did not read this particular story. I've mentioned before, I have not read the entirety of all the Sherlock Holmes stories, only certain excerpts and certain stories and whatnot, because, well, you know, I just never got around to it yet, right? So this is a story that I do have not any familiarity with, but yeah. In any case, it's quite straightforward, honestly. There's not too much to add on this one. I mean, I thought there was going to be a bit more twists here, but they basically saw through it without any extra stuff at all, right? And the story as it is told here seems very, very basic, yeah, there's not too much to comment on that one. I guess one other thing the only other thing to note here is to think what exactly is Milverton trying to do here, right? Like, because this seems so random. Like, why would he want to blackmail Mary and stop her marriage with John, right? That, honestly, that doesn't really make that much sense to me. Like, are John and Sherlock on Milverton's radar or something of that sort? Like, why exactly is he trying to go up against them now? Why is he trying to pick a fight and whatnot, right? Because he must know, right? He must know, like, if it's as Mary said, and she's being blackmailed by Milverton to not marry John. Well, she must know that they are, John is affiliated with Sherlock, and so Milverton must know that eventually this case will go to Sherlock, right? So what is the idea here? Why is there something? Why would he willingly do something like that to make enemies with a great detective, right? It's definitely quite puzzling to me, but I guess that's something that we'll see in the next episode, and so on and so forth. I was thinking whether or not, the fact that Mary's father served in India and all that stuff. Who was it that also served in India? Was it Jack, right, from the Moriarty side? Or was it Moriarty himself, Albert? I can't quite remember, honestly. I seem to recall that one of them had some ties to India as well. I think it was Jack, right? I think it was Jack. But is that what Milverton is taking into account whilst doing this? Don't really know, right? But as it stands at this point, it's definitely quite puzzling why exactly he would be doing something like this. And to be completely honest, I have no clue and no guesses at this point. So I guess we'll just have to continue on and see what exactly happens in the next few episodes. But definitely it is going to be all tied together, and we're gonna chug along with the main story here, right? And of course, I am still really curious whether or not Sherlock will be able to solve the true, what really happened between Moriarty, or to him, the Lord of Crime, and Whiteley, right? Whether or not he's going to get to the bottom of that, and what if he does get to the bottom of it, what action is he going to take? We've already seen in the previous arc, right, that Sherlock is more than willing to keep things hidden just for the sake of promoting peace and promoting stability and whatnot, right? But I feel like there should be a limit to how much Sherlock is willing to remain silent on a lot of these things, and I feel like that's kind of like that's kind of like pressure that's building up, and eventually it's going to explode somehow. So maybe not, but definitely looking forward to that. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.